And a round of applause for one of the best bands in the state of Colorado. There are certain high school programs that take big pride in having their marching bands and pep bands, and Arapahoe High School is certainly one of them. They receive national accolades annually, take international trips. We just concluded the national anthem, and thank you so much to them for their performance. As you look on the screen, a nice shot looking west to east across to the old dairy farm. We are at Littleton Public Schools Stadium getting ready for two squads to crush lids in a South Metro Conference new or renewed rivalry between Arapahoe and Hinkley. I'm Marty Cesario along with Phil Mildren, Alex Wines, Gail Jason, camera operators providing the shots to you. You see again, sunshine is just glaring out across the field. Blue skies up above the trees. Gorgeous day, pushing 90 degrees here in Littleton, Colorado. Again, Arapahoe against Hinkley. Visual reset for you down on the bottom in the blue pants, silver helmets, and white jerseys. That's the visiting team, the Hinkley Thunderbirds under head coach Robbie O'Brien, a first-year coach. Nice start for them as they build their brand new culture. 3-1 on the year. They do have a league victory. First time in 15 years. They are able to beat their in-town rivals over in Aurora, the Gateway Olympians. That was just last week. 3-1 are the Hinkley Thunderbirds getting ready to receive. On the left side of your screen in black and gold, old gold as a matter of fact, with the black helmets and the familiar sitting eagle spear across their lids. That's the Warriors who will start this game off on defense. Kickoff gets to the 10-yard line, and here is the return coming this way to the near side. Gains the sideline, a whole lot of space to begin this ball game. How far can he go? Around the 35-yard line. Excellent return for Ohanzi Ohamai, one of the best players for Hinkley, and he's going to stay on the field, as you can see, as Hinkley will begin this ball game. Their opening possession, an offensive series is the 32-yard line. Is where they're going to set up deep into Arapahoe territory. So very nice start for the Hinkley Thunderbirds. We'll go through the starters in moments after play number one, just getting underway at the LPSS in Littleton, Colorado. Drop back pass, they're going to go to the middle along the hashes, wide open man. There's going to be an interception right off the bat, out of the gates. One of the cornerbacks, Ray Haas, a two-way starter, able to intercept the football just 16 seconds into this ball game. So the 11:44 mark after the excellent return from Ohanzi Ohaimai. Ray Haas with the interception in the first turnover of the ball game. Again, just 16 seconds in. Arapahoe's offense will start off deep in their own territory. It looks like ball set up at the 3-yard line. Starters for the Arapahoe Warriors. Quick glance to get an eye on who's playing the quarterback position. It's Fisher Conley. Just a handoff there, picked up easily and then battling through for extra yards. Nice job by the tailback. 85, Siali Maka, we'll mention him, credit him with the tackle along with some other Thunderbirds. Starters for Arapahoe offensively. Let's start up front, give the O-line some love. Dalen Stutz, Nick Salas, those are the strong side linemen. Sam Gardner is the center. Alex Morris, Christian Delaney on the weak side of the offensive line. Mentioned Fisher Connolly, the quarterback, tight end Connor Williams, Nick Thompson, the running back, Alex Tennant, Colton Leipold, Ray Haas, the wide receivers for Coach Mike Campbell's Arapahoe offense. Second down play, 4 to go. Defender jumps off sides. Looking at the defensive starters, which you get a nice tight shot there, 45. We're going to talk about him a lot. Defensive end Idrissa Diallo at the defensive end position. Miguel Aguilar, A.J. Wilson, and Siali Maka along that defensive line. The linebackers, Quayshawn Smith, Ben Lang, Ohanzi Ohaimai, Kenny Powell, the other linebackers, Mandeep Singh, Dante Richardson, James Lee are in the secondary. Third down play, pardon me, second down play after the
Nick Thompson, the ball carrier for
5-yard
Arapahoe,
penalty, which set up a 2nd and 1, and that'll be picked up very easily by Nick Thompson, so a first down for Arapahoe.
Miguel Aguirre on the tackle for Hinkley.
4-yard run for Thompson, then the flag. And now a first down pickup, ball set up at the 18. It's a first down for the Arapahoe Warriors. I mentioned Mike Campbell is the head coach. His 12th year manning the football program here at Arapahoe High School. He is the winningest head coach in the long history of Arapahoe High here in the center of Littleton, Colorado. Deep snap, ball released down the field, wide open, opportunity missed. As you see, the ball dropped right at midfield.
Conley's pass intended for number 81, Ray Haas.
Ray Haas able to shake the defender in man coverage, unable to get the football. And if he did, it would have been a foot race, obviously, but that's a no-go and fair to call it a missed opportunity. It'll set up a 2nd down and 10 coming up after the incompletion. Holding call. So we had a flag on the field on the backside, left side of your camera. That would have been negated. A little consolation prize for the wide receiver. It would have been disallowed, so we're going to replay the first down. The ball is set up now at the 5-yard line of Arapahoe after the holding penalty. It is first down and 23 to go. There's the snap, handoff to Nick Thompson. He comes near side hash. Off tackle play. Gets through to the 2nd level and then picked up by a host of Hinkley defenders, including Quayshawn Smith. Quayshawn, 24 on the right side of your screen. He'll be easy to spot. He's got the neon highlighter socks. The cornerback, number 30, you're looking at there, that's Amari Walker, a sophomore. A lot of young kids on Hinkley, and then a lot of stud seniors. Hinkley, again, at 3-1 on the year. Very nice start. Getting victories over Aurora Central, Montbello, and Gateway. Not so much against Westminster. Roll near side, gets away from traffic, and then a pass down the middle. That's a tip drill, and it's going to fall to the ground incomplete. So the 2nd down play results in an incompletion. We'll stay there at the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 13. On this possession, 2 first downs, both gained by the running back, Nick Thompson, via the ground. 1 major penalty after the drop ball and the pass downfield. Ball placed back at the 5-yard line of Arapahoe. Now they're progressing into this 3rd down situation. Going to go to the pass again. It's knocked to the ground. That's going to be a sack for Hinkley. Fumble. Who's going to pick it up? Ohanzi Ohaimai. I've heard 2 different pronunciations, and I apologize for Ohanzi there. But there's that quick step of Ohanzi getting in, forcing the sack and the turnover. Didn't see who recovered that football. It was Ohanzi collecting the turnover. So sack and the turnover, fumble recovery by Ohanzi. The recovery by 85, clarify that, Siali Maka. In the meantime, or Hinkley in an opportune situation here, recovering the football at the 8-yard line, starting at the +8. So how about that for field position to get things going in the first quarter here? At the +32 and the +8 for Hinkley. First series, they had 1 play. Speaking of the Thunderbirds offense, it was intercepted at the 2-yard line by Ray Haas of Arapahoe. Here a second chance for the Hinkley Thunderbirds. They're set up with a 2nd and 3 situation and goal to go. 5-yard pickup on the run. There's a shot at the huddle. Backside number 4 there. That's Ramsey Howard. Ramsey playing cornerback. This is his first varsity start in his high school career. Just a sophomore. Ramsey with the read option, elects to take it himself. Ball knocked to the ground, I think post whistle. Chose the wrong guy to deal with. The best defender on Arapahoe is Big Tone, Anthony Ferry. Just awaiting. 94 is Ferry, who's in the middle of your screen. He's got his body tilted looking at the referees. He's now backpedaling. There's 94 in front of the football. Excellent play on the part of the defensive end for Arapahoe, Anthony Ferry. No gain on the play. Third down, goal to go, Hinkley Thunderbirds. Ramsey Howard awaiting the snap. He's going to hand it off. Coming to the near side, off tackle play. Again, stuffed by the Arapahoe goal line defense. Picking at numbers on the tackle. Luke Marone, one of the linebackers, the middle linebacker, doing a great job there, along with several other teammates. See the Warriors looking to the far side. That's where the reserves and the coaching staff are. And now they're all set up and go, trying to make a stop. 4th down and 3 to go. Howard, handoff, yes. Inside cut, not going to happen. That's a goal line stand successful for the Arapahoe Warriors.
He stopped short of the goal by the Warrior defense. First down, Arapahoe.
4 plays and out after the big sack and turnover forced by Ohanzi Ohaimai. So Hinkley, distinct advantage in terms of field position. Arapahoe has forced technically 2 turnovers, an interception by Ray Haas, and then now a turnover on downs on the goal line stand. Meanwhile, Nick Thompson, far side off tackle, picked up by Siali Maka. We'll call Maka a lot, 6'3", 210 defensive end. Pure athlete kid, Pacific Islander. I love Coach O'Brien's description. He's the happy kid, always smiling. Kid who might play at the next level, has some great instincts and great athletic ability. Set up on that far side defensive end in a 3-point stance. 2nd down play, 6 to go. Thompson again on the run. Nice block. Call out Dalen Stutz. Doing a great job getting about 3 or 4 yards downfield, allowing Nick Thompson to pick up the first down via the run. 3 plays and a first down. Here midway through the first quarter, Arapahoe and Hinkley. We have no score right now. 0-3 Arapahoe against the 3-1 Hinkley Thunderbirds. Hinkley in white playing defense right now. 1st down and 10 at their own 14 is Arapahoe in the black and gold. Again, Thompson on the run. He's got space. Popped. Ball's loose. Picked up in the air. And another turnover force. That's going to be a Hinkley football. Adrisa Diallo caught the football in the air and then able to advance it. Taking a peek at the replay. Let's see who delivered that hit. Coming up, I'm going to pick out his number. I can't quite see it off camera. Nevertheless, Diallo with the recovery. Hinkley to the pass immediately. That's going to be nearly another interception for the Arapahoe Warriors.
Howard's pass intended for number.
A lot of turnovers early on in this football game. Under 6 to play in the first. Arapahoe with 2 turnovers. Hinkley 1.
Down, Hinkley from the 19.
Most recently, Diallo with the fumble recovery. For Hinkley. 2nd down play. Ohanzi off guard.
Oh my, the ball carrier.
Right side gap. Right shoulder of the center. Very short gain. It'll be a third down play coming up at the 18-yard line. So gain of 1 for Ohanzi. Schwann in the backfield. That's Ohanzi. Ramsey Howard still at the quarterback position. Takes the deep snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to go over the middle to the tight end successfully and driving across the goal line. That's a touchdown, Hinkley Thunderbirds.
Quarterback Howard's pass is complete to number 85, Siali Maka Jr. for the Hinkley touchdown.
At the 5:11 mark in the first quarter, somebody able to convert turnovers into points, and that would be the Thunderbirds of Hinkley High. A 10-yard reception by Siali Maka, delivered by the arm of Ramsey Howard, the sophomore. Hinkley's going to go for 2 as you see Howard setting up the offense. 2 receivers, this left side, careful with the football. Howard trying to get away from defenders. He's going to have some issues. Still alive, though, looking downfield. Smart move. Will he get the ball off? No. No more room, and look at the pursuit on the part of Big Tone Anthony Ferry all the way across the field to chase down the quarterback to deny the 2-point play. So we will stay at 6-0, but Hinkley has the lead here in the first quarter at the 5:11 mark. A 10-yard pass from Ramsey Howard to Siali Maka, and the Thunderbirds are on the board. Mentioned Ramsey Howard, his first start, just a sophomore. Successfully getting his first career touchdown. Remember to get your school's games live streamed, whether it's hoops, hockey, rugby, the V. I'm big on the volleyball. Email phil@streamitsports.com, phil@streamitsports.com if you want all the details. You have to appreciate the beautiful pictures here on streamitsports.com. Love the camera work. Tilt it low, keep it tight, pull it out wide. These guys are good. Speaking of Gail, Jason, all upstairs. And today you can see the sunshine glaring off the track and then the flubber. It's going to be a long, hot day for our crew that's outside. As I say that in the nice air conditioning here, my coffee and fancy, cushy seat. Sitting back in Grandpa's lazy boy. Got the remote, iPad, a hoagie. Ball hits the ground. Arapahoe able to pick it up and then advance the ball to about, we'll call it the 27-yard lines. We'll wait for the verdict and the spot by the officials. The Warriors have some work to do now. Down 6 points. After the Maka touchdown reception, Hinkley up 6-0, as you can see on the bottom of your screen on the score bug. So we'll see what should be Fisher Connolly once again. Glance out there is at number 4, still playing the quarterback position, yes. Coach Mike Campbell's had to endure some personnel issues during our production call during the week. Wasn't quite positive of all the starters. They're a little banged up, have some other issues. For years, covering the preps level in Colorado, we just call that a thing. We don't talk about exactly what's going on. It's none of our business. Just wish the best for the kids. But a couple kids got a thing. And then, truthfully, there's a few kids on Arapahoe who do have some injury issues. Fisher Connolly getting the start at quarterback. Meantime, no gain on that first play. And right on cue as I'm mentioning it, you see one of the Arapahoe Warriors being helped off the field by the staff of Arapahoe High. That's Graham Weaver, a reserve running back. Hopefully just rolled on and he'll be able to shake that off. We'll keep an eye on Weaver, who's up top there, right-hand corner of your screen. Not looking great. Wish him the best. Second out play coming up from the 27-yard line. Handoff, Nick Thompson, far side. He's got blocks and some space, going to get to the sideline. That'll be a first down to the 40-yard line. Run game is going well for Arapahoe High School. Hinkley has been able to create and force 2 turnovers. Fumble recovery by Diallo. Siale Maka has also recovered a fumble. Both of those deep within the Arapahoe side of the field. Picking out positive parts, definitely going to the ground with Nick Thompson has been a good thing. He's been picking up yardage here and there, up to the 39-yard line. First down play after a nice Thompson run. Rollout this far side, pressure there, tight end coming across the middle. He was open for a moment. Ball too high, that's going to fall incomplete. Pressure applied by Idrissa Diallo. Diallo's interesting when you talk to Coach O'Brien. O'Brien says he's got already 14 sacks on the season. They've played 4 games. I said, seriously, Coach, I know sometimes you fluff up the stats. He said, no. He's got the best first step Coach has ever seen in person. Quite often, opposing coaches start barking at officials saying he's jumping the snap, but it's not the case. 45 is just quick. Great react. Just witnessed a short run play for 2 yards. That'll set up a 3rd and 8 now. At the 41-yard line as we've gone under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Motion to the near side. Rollout pass going to the slot man who was in motion. We're going to have a flag on the play. Too much backside pressure from the DB, and Colton Leipold, the slot, able to draw the flag. And we'll see where that takes the football, where the referee's going to spot that, but it certainly will be advantageous for the Arapahoe Warriors. Methodically putting together a pretty decent drive. Official walking it off. It'll be set up at the 44-yard line of Hinkley. First time Arapahoe has advanced across midfield. So the interference play off the attempt to Colton Leipold is going to set up the Warriors across the 50 and at the 44. You can see the Warriors in the black and gold all set up. Fisher Conley again motioning. Leipold, pass play, no. Nick Thompson draw. He's got space into the second level there and across the 30 to the 25-yard line. Run game still all good. 18-yard pickup for Nick Thompson and Arapahoe.
Making the tackle, Carlson Smith for the T-Birds.
We'll call the spot the 26 as this drive continues. Offensive line starting to create some gaps for Nick Thompson and the run game. Pass interference call certainly helped out in this drive. Conley going to roll this side again. He's got pressure. That's going to be a sack by Diallo. Most likely called incomplete, yes. As Conley tries to get it away, but there's that pressure on the near side from Idrissa Diallo. Coach O'Brien for Hinkley said this guy's an impact player defensively, and we've already seen that. Diallo with a fumble recovery already in this game. There he is forcing the incomplete pass as Fisher Conley hurries to just get rid of the football. Second down play coming up, 10 yards to go, 26-yard line. Handoff Nick Thompson, yes. It'll be a short gain. Coming across, making the tackle, big 73 Anthony Wilson, doing a nice job for the D-line of the Hinkley Thunderbirds. In those 3 wins this year for Hinkley, they've allowed 6, 8, and 10 points. So they're okay with the denial when things are clicking for them. Their lone loss to Westminster, and that was a 40-0 loss. So it flipped on them in that game a couple of weeks ago. 3rd down and 6 play. Pass. Going ahead and run it deep. Look at the coverage is perfectly there. 3 surrounding the receiver results in a pick. Dante Richardson with an interception. The 3rd turnover forced by the Hinkley Thunderbirds defense. What an outstanding leaping grab for Hinkley and Dante Richardson. An interception and 2 fumble recoveries for the Thunderbirds. Big part of the story here is we're still in the first quarter. With the exchanges and turnovers and then a couple of penalties. Kind of a slow rhythm to this first quarter. 2:14 on the clock. Opening period at Littleton Public Schools Stadium. The roll this side. Got a blocker in front of him. Look at the nice job defensively. That's not going to be a fumble. How about the play of Nick Toka? Ramsey Howard on the keeper near side. Had a blocker in front of him. Nick Toka said, "I will delete you." Just exploded through the block attempt to force the loss on the play of just 1. So ball set up 19-yard line, 2nd down. Handoff. Able to get around and away from the first tackle attempt. A gain of about 5 or 6 yards for Ohanzi Ohamai.
Defensively for the Warriors, Luke Marone and Ryan Mariza.
You can get the only magazine in Colorado that features every school in the state's football program, featuring some of the top players, including the All-Colorado team. Colorado Football Magazine. Glossy showcase of some of the best preps players in the state. Go to coloradofootballmagazine.com. Meanwhile, interception. Wait for the verdict. Yes. Isaiah Romero with the pick to put Arapahoe in excellent position at the 34-yard line. Storyline turnovers for sure. So Hinkley has turned the ball over twice. Arapahoe 3 times. Not looking to do that this time. As you see the run carry by Nick Thompson once again. Why not? That's the bread and butter. First time we get the chance to call out 44, linebacker Reginald Osler. Good-looking backer. I was watching some tape, and 44 kept showing up on my screen. Caught my eyeballs. Right there in the middle of the screen, playing in the middle linebacker position. No gain on the play for Arapahoe. 2nd and 10 from the 34. Conley under center. Rolls to the far side. Downfield has that tight end. Careful. Just a little off. Seen that play a couple of different times. Each time over the head of the intended receivers. That time trying to get it to the tight end, Connor Williams. As the game progresses, you can see Coach Campbell and his offensive staff probably run that play a few more times because it's there. Just a matter of execution beyond that. Ball incomplete. 3rd down play coming up. Maybe the last play of the quarter. 17 seconds left. Conley again will be right under center. And I believe a timeout for Hinkley. It's going to be a timeout for the Thunderbirds. Coach O'Brien and his staff like to take a break. Speaking of Coach O'Brien, what a great thing he's done at Hinkley High School. Talking about a program that, you know, as I look back at their records, let's just go back a decade, 1-9, 2-8, 6 consecutive seasons at 3-7. In 2012, went just 2-8. Last year was the first time in 15 seasons they had a non-losing season. That was under Coach Jared Cohen, good buddy of Coach O'Brien, who was able to pick up a gig down as the head coach at Ponderosa High School. So Coach O'Brien takes over, and here he is at 3-1. Flat out ask him during the week, how are you getting this done? What are you doing that's special? And he noted a big part of it was his staff is very young. At 28 years old, Coach O'Brien, by far the youngest coach in Class 5A in Colorado, says he brings with him that young energy, including, as we joked around, oh, when the new Jordans come out, Coach O'Brien's on it. They play music, crank up the bass on the iPad during practice, and the kids have responded. Pressure to that far side. Can the receiver get to it? Great job getting the ball off by Fisher Conley.
Conley's pass intended for
Ohamai with that pressure, number 2 there, who's been doing everything, both sides of the ball. A weak side blitz. At the bottom of your screen, number 2 gets in the face of the quarterback, who's able to get the ball off. So after the Isaiah Romero interception, ball spotted at the 34, 3 plays, 0 yards. Credit the Hinkley defense. Coach Campbell, who is in the middle of the huddle for Arapahoe, elects to take a timeout. 4th and 10 coming up. Like that, full service, Stream It Sports. Get a little rub down, shake it off. Some ISOs. Up downs. I think we're all gearing up for a long, very competitive ball game as we're sitting 6-0 with Hinkley having the lead right now. Speaking of full-service training, if you can survive the dungeon, well, then props to you, seriously. If you go hang with McChesney over at the dungeon, I'll buy you lunch. Of course, it'll be falafel and probably some couscous because we got to keep it clean. But you can join the elite personal trainers over at the dungeon. They've got the X competition classes. In the meantime, ball downfield, 4th down play, and that's going to be incomplete. We will have a targeting penalty, or at least a major infraction called against the defensive back for Hinkley. What a gimme for Arapahoe. Coach Campbell calls the timeout, huddles up, goes on 4th and 10 after gaining nothing on the previous 3 plays. They send one downfield. It's going to be incomplete. Fortunate enough to draw this major penalty. We get a look at the live replay here as Conley will drop back. Another receiver open for moments down the middle, and you see shoulder delivered right to the ribs of the tight end Connor Williams. That's one of those where I'm sure the staff at Hinkley's going to go, I don't know why you're putting your hands in the air like, what's that? Because you just did it out in front of everybody, and including on new media broadcast here on Stream It Sports. You're going to get caught on that one. You know, at all levels, those kind of plays on the radar of officials. Fair to say at this level, probably a little more sensitive. So the penalty takes Arapahoe into the red zone at the 19-yard line. So at the bottom of your screen, Coach O'Brien having a discussion. But the verdict will not be changed. 1st down for Arapahoe at the 19. Handoff Nick Thompson, run game. Goes off tackle on the far side. He'll gain about 3.
Nick Thompson with a gain of 5 for the Warriors.
See, Ohanzi was in on the tackle.
That's the last play of the
Along with Siali Maka, and we will flip sides. The clock hits zeros, end of the first quarter. We'll come back the other way. Can Arapahoe at minimum even up and perhaps with a PAT, take the lead. We'll return in moments on Stream It Sports. A third down play will be coming up. Good look at that Thunderbirds defense, including the linebacker Reginald Osler, Kevin Gray, that far side defensive end, big guy 73 Anthony Wilson, awaiting this upcoming play. 3rd and 1 at the 9-yard line for Arapahoe. They may not have picked it up. It is, in fact, Anthony Wilson who makes the tackle. Good work for the junior. Thompson is able to get about 1 yard and a millimeter to add on to it to gain the first down. We'll set up at the 8-yard line, 1st and goal for the Arapahoe Warriors, looking to take over the lead. At minimum, tie things up with a touchdown. Nick Thompson, the deep back, under center Fisher Conley. 2 receivers wide, 1 in motion. Tight end sets up on that near sideline, and that's where the ball's going to go. Thompson's got some space. Can he bully his way across the goal line? He does. Nick Thompson battles his way for an Arapahoe touchdown. We're all evened up at 6. Nick Thompson has to be approaching 20 carries here in this first half, and he's still got that juice. Met 2 defenders at the 1-yard line and battled his way through. Here's the PAT for the lead. It's up. And it is no good. We will stay even at 6-6. Reset button. We're all even just like we started. But Nick Thompson able to get in and get the Arapahoe offense going. So now we're tied up at 6-6. Eight-yard touchdown run for Nick Thompson. For the first time in the ball game, Arapahoe able to convert a turnover, and this game so far has had many of them. Long drive, that penalty definitely was a big part of it. Started at the 34-yard line. Seemed like a long time ago. That drive was just 34 yards. Took quite a while. Just a few seconds here post-kickoff, we're going to have a special guest join us. It'll be Mike Carlson from the Spear Broadcasting Network. Young media talent at Arapahoe High School. Going to jump on here and show me up a little bit. The return, Ohanzi looking for more space, able to get away. Now he's got some space. He's going to go far sideline. Can he get away? Elects to cut back to the interior, follows the blocks. Ohamai is going to have a touchdown on the kickoff return.
Ohamai with the 87-yard kickoff return for a touchdown.
How about that for a highlight showcase for a young athlete? 99% of us, including you and me watching, would have gone to that far sideline. He had an instinct to come back to the interior. It was the right call because he had 3 white jerseys there waiting for him to escort him another 10 yards, and once he broke free, nobody's going to catch 2. After the Nick Thompson touchdown to even things up at 6-6, immediate answer by Hinkley. The Ohanzi touchdown return, and now the 2-point attempt. Ramsey Howard handing it off. No, he's going to fake it, come this wide with the keeper. It's going to be flushed out very nicely by the Arapahoe defense. Excellent job by Pete Mitchell, who technically is going both ways today. Let's go ahead and have Mike Carlson jump on. Not your favorite way to jump on, you being an Arapahoe Warrior faithful.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, it was a tough kickoff return there for the Warriors. Not the way you want to draw it up on special teams, definitely after coming off a big touchdown.
With what you're seeing, you know these guys, you go to class. With what you're seeing on the football field today, how does it fit how you know this football team can play and how they intend to play?
Well, I know this team can play a lot better than what they're showing right now. You know, obviously you don't have the excitement of Friday Night Lights. A late Sunday or late Saturday afternoon game is definitely kind of taking the momentum out of this. But Fisher Conley in practice this entire week, I'd heard multiple times that he had been lighting it up. He had been absolutely on fire, and I expected that to transfer over to this game. But that's not the case so far. He's struggling a little bit. Maybe there are some butterflies there, but I expect Fisher to have a big second half. Hopefully he can sort that all out.
That's perfect for you to share with us, Mike, what Fisher was feeling during the week, because my talk with Coach Campbell was quarterback. The starter wasn't quite decided on a Friday. And it sounds like Fisher won himself a starting job this week.
Yeah, and Fisher definitely is. He's one of the hardest workers in Hollywood. I've known this guy since he was really young. I've known him since 6th grade. He's a tremendous baseball player. He'll be probably on the JV team this year as a pitcher. And, you know, he's a hard worker, and excited to see him.
Some excitement there from Nick Thompson on the return, gets out to the 41-yard line. If anything, we can say, you know, how this game started off, Arapahoe was starting deep in their own territory. Hinkley starting in plus yardage in terms of field position. Now it's flipping just a little bit. You know, with Arapahoe playing on a Saturday, you mentioned it, coaches hate two things, Saturday games and homecoming. What is it like for you as a member of the broadcasting network and then just one of the students, you know, to have a Saturday game? How does that affect, you know, the way you guys go about your business being non-players?
Well, it's definitely, I mean, we're all high school students and we all we lead pretty busy lives. And, you know, Saturdays are reserved, you know, a lot of guys who go to the Friday night games are playing baseball right now. They're playing, you know, fall lacrosse, or they're doing something. They're on a retreat. They're doing something this weekend. And, you know, it's tough to come to a football game on a Saturday when you're doing everything and when your schedule's so full. I mean, I came from the freshman football game. We were tailgating for Link Crew. And, you know, I came right from that to here. So, you know, everyone is super busy on Saturdays. And, you know, the student section turnout it's obviously showing that right now.
Well, Warriors always show up.
Warriors always do show up, but we normally do have a bigger crowd for Friday night games.
Right. Conley dropping back on a first down play from the plus 44-yard line, dropped to the ground. He's taken a few hits. We'll see how that affects Conley later on in this game based on what Mike Carlson's telling us. Conley's a tough kid. He's going to be just fine, but he's gimpy a little bit here. There is a flag on the play. We'll have to see. Gives us a moment. The Spear Network. Tell us a little bit about that. How did you guys get started? You're one of the founders, correct?
Correct, yeah.
Why did you think you could start up a broadcast network at the high school level?
Hey, you know, one of my friends, Rick Zeezer, he approached me. You know, he talked to Mr. Anderson, you know, our wonderful advisor who's been with us every step of the way. And, you know, he wanted me to pilot this club with him. And at the time, it seemed, you know, if you would have told me that we would be right here, right now, and that I would be broadcasting, you know, on stream it, you know, in my senior year, I wouldn't have believed you. It's a great program, and, you know, it's one of those things that as soon as I did it, it felt right, and it clicked immediately.
Conley under center here, deep back still Thompson, fakes the handoff. He's going to roll the right side, still more pressure in his face. Throws the ball up in the air. That's going to be another turnover forced by the Hinkley defense. Dante Richardson with his second interception of the ball game. What's your reaction? You're a young guy. You're a football fan. You're seeing all these turnovers.
Well, I think you got to get Fisher Conley a little bit more time. I mean, this guy succeeds when he has time and when he has a pocket to work in and step up in. You know, the offensive line not quite doing that for him right now, and I think that's where you have to start in the second half. You have to start, you know, with those front five guys. Give Conley his time, because when he has time, I mean, I've seen this guy deliver some awesome passes and some absolute darts.
Well, you guys are doing a broadcast right now alongside us, and we're happy to, you know, put you in a spotlight here and showcase you. Quickly, doing play-by-play coverage of football games. What's the toughest part of doing that now that you're discovering it, being a, well, member of the community? Yeah,
you know, the toughest part is, you know, players change year to year, and it's, you know, just getting the players down and, you know, being in tune in every play, not trying to repeat yourself. I've done that before. As Anthony Ferry there is going to scoop up the fumble. And, you know, it's the toughest part. It's just reacting and thinking on your feet. And I've gotten better at it, you know, from when I started. And, you know, what a great play by Anthony Ferry there. I talked to him on Friday. And he was looking for a big game this week. He talked to me, and, you know, he wanted the defense to step up. And obviously they're doing that right now.
Big tone, right?
Big tone. Big tone.
Gotcha. Well, we'll have to tweet one out to him, and that's perfect because we always argue that, it's easy to go cover an NFL game. We know everybody, and they stay there for at least a couple of years. These guys, they go places, and all of a sudden you got to reset your brain.
Exactly.
Mike, thank you so much. Appreciate
Awesome.
that. Best of luck, okay?
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, you're very welcome. Mike Carlson from the Spear Broadcast Network from Arapahoe High School. Good luck for his Arapahoe Warriors. Did see one interception by Hinkley, but immediately Nick Toka forces the fumble. Ferry picks it up. Nick Thompson on the run right now. He's going to get within the 10-yard line.
Nick Thompson, the ball carrier.
So, again, credit Big Tone, Anthony Ferry with the fumble recovery.
Making the tackle, Joseph Miller.
Technically 8 turnovers in this game. That does include an Arapahoe forced turnover on downs.
Just inside the 8.
Arapahoe in business here with under 9:30 to play in the second quarter. Handoff Thompson, careful. That was a problem with the exchange. Almost a fumble forced by the excellent defense of Hinkley
Nick Thompson
and 33 Benjamin Lang.
T-Birds.
It'll set up a third down play at the 9-yard line. Dominating my handwritten game summary are all these turnovers to try to keep track of, including the Ferry fumble recovery forced by Toka to set this up here. 3rd down and 4. Conley patient. Handoff? Yes. Into the belly of Nick Thompson? No. It's the fake. He rides with Thompson for a moment, but easily read by the defenders of Hinkley. Siali Maka not fooled whatsoever. King on the ball and able to make the tackle to force another 4th down situation. It'll be a 4th and 1 upcoming. Personnel change. You see one of the wide receivers coming in to the huddle. Conley waiting for the play. And this will be a big one. Scores 12-6. Arapahoe is trailing 6. Conley, 5 yards deep. Is he going to hand it off to Thompson? Yes, Thompson's going to get a touchdown. Easy walk through after the cut. He bounced off the interior line. Arapahoe TD. Again, we will await an opportunity for Arapahoe to gain their first lead of the ball game. After the previous Thompson score, missed PAT. This time, shallow, but up and over the line of scrimmage, and it gets through. The Warriors have themselves a 13-12 lead. First time they've had the edge in the ball game. Nick Thompson's second touchdown run of the game. Resilient answer on the part of Arapahoe after enduring the Ohanzi Ohamai touchdown return. Then the Arapahoe defense comes out. Another turnover. The second Dante Richardson interception of the game. Quickly, the D of the Warriors answers with the Ferry fumble recovery and a quick work down the field, short field, resulting in the Nick Thompson touchdown run. 13-12 is where we sit, about the 8-minute mark here in the second quarter. Slow-moving game with a few penalties and a lot of turnovers.
Back to receive for Hinkley, number 2, Hansi Omai.
Ball's up. To receive will be Maka. He finds some space, bouncing around, tackling. Might be something that each of the coaches talk about at length during film day on Monday. Ball's going to be spotted at the 31-yard line. We'll see the Hinkley offense come out. Haven't seen them in a while because, remember, their last possession, there really wasn't one. It was a long kickoff return for a score. First time the Thunderbirds O has gone out onto the field trailing. Down just one, score 13-12. Guys in white, that's Hinkley, now have work to do. Ooh, I like the looks of that. Sending out the linebacker, Reginald Osler, into the backfield. He's tight to the line of scrimmage, right behind the lineman on this near side. Howard going to hand it off. That is to Osler. So Osler with his first carry of the ball game. Osler meeting Ferry, that's just fun for you watching a football game. Monster package, both sides, bring it, collision. So Big Tone makes a tackle there. Impact play not too long ago with the fumble recovery that eventually led to the Nick Thompson touchdown run. Loss of 2, it's 2nd and 12. Pass to the outside. I'm not sure that he's going to be able to get his hands underneath that. Gideon Greer, the targeted receiver. Ball too shallow, hits the ground. That's incomplete. 3rd and 12 coming up. Ball at the 29-yard line. Arapahoe defense, this is their first time defending an advantage, up 1. 3rd and 12. Howard, about 3 yards back of center, receives, looking downfield. Pressure coming this way. Ferry getting to him, but the ball gets out. Howard is able to get the ball out to one of his receivers. I believe that is 33, Benjamin Lang. Yes, it is. Going to be short of the first down. About 4th and 5 to go. So decision-making time, ball placed at the 37, risky. We have not seen a punt in the first half. Your answer would be yes, because there's been all these turnovers. And that would be fair. Maka, the rugby player, he's going to boot it away. Yeah, that looks good. Received easily, right up the middle. Spinning away from the first tackler. Advancing another 15, 20-yard lines. He's got a dude on his back.
Williams on the nice return for Arapahoe. Making the tackle for Hinkley. Number 10, Joshua Hannibal.
Nice return for Hannibal to the 44-yard line with a defender on his backside. That was like Daddy taking little baby for a walk. Yeah, got the pack right there. Designer Jeep gear, because Daddy rolls in style. So field position definitely has changed in terms of the story throughout this game. First quarter, Arapahoe deep in their own territory. Lately, been looking good around midfield. Here's the pass. Just a screen with blockers in front. Nice first down pickup on the exchange from Fisher Conley to Connor Williams. Gain of 6 for Williams. Straight up 50-yard line. Under 6 to play, second quarter. Conley handoff, rides the belly, gives it off to Nick Thompson. Picked up nicely by Quayshawn Smith, but the leg drive of Nick Thompson allows him to get across the first down marker. And yes, indeed, it will be a first down for Arapahoe. Last 3 possessions, admittedly, last one was a very short drive after the turnover, which resulted in that Thompson TD. Before that, a lengthy drive, which again resulted in a Nick Thompson touchdown. But Arapahoe's offense discovering things, able to put together lengthy possessions. First down play from the 45. Conley setting up the screen, nobody there. Yes, eventually able to get to it is Colton Leipold. How about the patience of Fisher Conley? Gang break there. Lineman just released and let everybody in white go. With 4 white jerseys in front of him, Fisher Conley waits, needed Leipold to get in front of him across midfield, eventually does. 12 gets it to number 2, Leipold, and A 9-yard pickup there on the pass reception by Colton Leipold. Ball set up 36-yard line. Handoff Thompson, yes, to the middle. He's got space. Second level, he'll run into a D-back and get to near the 20-yard line. Arapahoe's offense is clicking.
26 for the Thunderbirds. That would be James Lee.
Gain of 14 for Thompson, who has to be near the century mark.
2-yard line, first down Arapahoe.
Read about the 2014 top 40 seniors and the top positional players inside Colorado Football Magazine. If you want to get your copy, you can call 303-688-9412. 303-688-9412. Correct myself on this possession. Pete Mitchell is running the offense. Back when we were talking with Mike Carlson, there was the play where Conley got up a little bit gimpy, and it seems that has had some impact. We'll have to go to our sideline reporter, Trixie, down on the opposite side of the field near the dairy farm and see if we can get a read on Fisher Conley. Actually, what we should do is allow the guys from Spear some reps, right? It's about helping out the student media. Hashtag student media. Glancing across the field, I do not see Fisher Conley. But Pete Mitchell, who's not unaware of the quarterback assignments, is running the offense right now for Arapahoe. That is number 12. So a little switch up on the offense. Saying that, Nick Thompson continues to pick up yardage, and Arapahoe repeatedly getting nice gains each and every play lately. Gain of 7 down to the 15-yard line. We watch enough football to where we can go ahead and read what Coach Campbell is doing here in his offensive staff. There's guys with quicks. They're very fast, especially on the edges for the defense of Hinkley. So Nick Thompson is attacking the middle, including right now with the run game, getting through. Is he going to get to the goal line? Yes, he does. Boy, that's great work. His third TD of the ball game. Nick Thompson scores for Arapahoe. And while we've watched Nick Thompson do what he do, which is score another touchdown, his third, let's give credit to that interior. Talking Sam Gardenier, the center, and then the guards, Nick Salas, Alex Morris. Ball is up, and it is good. Connor Deesh.
3:54 remaining in the half. Scores Arapahoe 20, Hinkley 12.
And now an 8-point spread with Arapahoe having the lead. The Warriors have trailed at 6-0 and 12-6. Since then, forced a turnover to set up the Nick Thompson TD to make it 13-12. And then Thompson scores again most recently with under 4 minutes to play in the second. In a more comfortable position are the Warriors. Old Gold has the lead, up 20-12. Nice ball game for Nick Thompson for sure. And again, that offensive line. Mike Campbell enjoying this ball game. His team 0-3 this year. Let's qualify that. The squads that Arapahoe has lost to include the 10th-ranked team in the state, Doherty, and also the 4th-ranked team in the state, Grandview, who you saw last night in a very comfortable victory over Thunder Ridge. Saw the return down to the 25-yard line. Good hustle by the special teams of Arapahoe. The other loss for Arapahoe against Legend. They were up 13-0 with 5 minutes left in that ball game. The final 2 drives for the Titans included no less than 6 penalties called against the defense of Arapahoe. It all just fell apart for them. Warriors looking for their first win of the season, and critically for them, especially if you're part of the Arapahoe community, next week the Warriors play Heritage, the Brookridge Trophy. You want to get your first league win and get some momentum going against the Eagles. Ramsey Howard to the passing game, seeing a lot more of Reginald Ostler, the linebacker, playing on the offense for the Thunderbirds. There is a flag down.
Howard's pass was complete to number 44, Reginald Ostler.
You know how coaches, sports in general, go with the rope-a-dope, the generalisms, 110%, hashtag grind. When I was talking to Coach Campbell, if you were to say we go week to week, right? Next game only. No, Heritage was on his mind, and he had no problems talking about what his plans were for next week and where this game fits into his plans. Coach Campbell, I mentioned, is the winningest head football coach at Arapahoe High School, has also only lost twice in 12 years to Heritage. He likes that, and I mean a lot. I actually was on assignment last year when they won the victory. And it was straight football talk when he got to hoist that trophy. It wasn't diplomatic, and it was very fun. He likes that thing. That'll be next week. First things first, got to take care of Hinkley. Arapahoe up 8 right now, but their defense allowing the ball carrier for Hinkley to get through and across for a first down, Dante Richardson. Some of the impact defenders for the Thunderbirds now getting some touches on the offense. Coach O'Brien and his staff switching things up. Nice gain on the part of Dante Richardson to get across midfield. Very timely. They've allowed 2 scores in a row defensively. Have been a while since the Thunderbirds have had a decent series. Now they're rolling. Richardson again. Hard cut to the outside. Picked up nicely defensively. C44 in on the play. Dane Carr, nice work. Also involved, Brendan Phelan. Big Tone leading his defense. 94 Big Tony. Anthony Ferry, that near side defensive end position. Stand-up spot, and he's going to rush from this near side. Run play to the interior. 94 will not be involved, but 52 and 40 will, and that's Braden Kazier and the middle linebacker Luke Marone making a tackle. So Hinkley getting some work done, getting across midfield. Now Arapahoe's defense stiffening. 2 very short gains for Hinkley in the run game. Third down play coming up, 8 yards to go, 40-yard line. Under 2 to play here in the second quarter. 20-12 lead for Arapahoe in the black and gold on defense. Looking downfield, pressure coming this way. Ramsey rolls away from it, near interception for the defensive backs. Well covered. 3 to 4 defensive backs surrounding the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down. No man's land here. What do? You're down 8. You're at the 40. Punt or go for it. Probably instinct. They're going to go for it. And that's what this timeout is about. See if we can get a read. Is Coach O'Brien out there? No. But the gentleman with his back to us, Sterling Davidson, that's the offensive coordinator for the Hinkley staff. His designs to come up with a play that gains at minimum 8 to continue the drive, or maybe more. We've had big plays in the ball game. Probably the biggest highlight play is actually on a kick return. In terms of guys with balls in their hand offensively. The kickoff return by Ohanzi Ohimai. Otherwise, both defenses repeatedly creating turnovers. 7 in all. Add the Arapahoe goal line stand in the first quarter to force a turnover on downs. Here's the 4th down and 8 play. What did Coach Davidson draw up here? Howard drops back, looking downfield. Pressure his way. Just a quick comeback route at about the 33-yard line. If you coach youth football or you're one of our head coaches here within the state, you know you're going to have a discussion with that receiver. He stopped short. Completed the pass 1 yard short, and that's because of the route. Credit the Arapahoe defense. That was a nice drive, successful series for a while for Hinkley. Eventually, Arapahoe stiffened up, and another turnover on downs. The Arapahoe offense has had a lot of success of late. Lengthy, multi-play, methodical drives. Can they pick up a score, at least a field goal, with about 90 seconds to play in the second quarter here? Ball set up at the 33. Run game Thompson between guard and tackle far side would give indication that Coach Campbell and his staff, they're okay with where they're sitting right now with the 8-point lead, all things considered, including giving away 4 turnovers. Short gain, 3 yards for Thompson. Pete Mitchell remains the quarterback. We'll have to get a read on what happened to Fisher Conley. Another handoff, Thompson. Hinkley defense right there, 2 defenders. Adrisa Diallo with the tackle. High school athletes looking to play in college, go next level. If you need a recruitment video, got guys here that have skills, not only doing new media live broadcasts, but Phil Mildred, Alex Wines can chop up a highlight tape. Don't settle for your team's game film. Let Stream It Sports provide player-focused filming and editing to highlight your skills. Hashtag branding. Coaches here know I do not hold back. You have a product. It is you. You showcase it. Use all the resources possible. That includes your game film. That includes what you tweet out. Everybody got a thing. Let's find what that is, define it. Let's put a spotlight on it, because you got something. Under a minute to play. Hinkley's defense trying to hold here. 3rd and 8 could possibly force a punt. Meantime, Mitchell drops back. There's that screenplay. Nick Thompson have some space. Yes, nice block. He's going to get the first down to extend this series, get across midfield. Who's the big boy that made the block? I believe it was 75. Let's give him some love. If it's 75, it's Colin Ortiz, one of the reserve linemen for Arapahoe. First down pickup, ball spotted at the 46-yard line. All Nick Thompson offensively, and there he is again. Stuffed this time. That'll be a loss. Speaking of people who make impact for young people, coming up in the third quarter, once we flip around, take the halftime intermission, we will have a visit from Tristan Rogers, the athletic director for Hinkley High School, who Coach O'Brien stopped me down during our production call and wanted to make sure that we mentioned what this lady has done in terms of, I quote, the process and pursuit of excellence for these young guys at Hinkley High School. We'll have a visit with her a little later on. Talk about what she does. I have a couple other topics that I may discuss. Me being a guy who likes to hang out on the hill. I hear a little something about skiing. Might talk nuptials on top of a hill. Me being a guy who got married next to a phone booth in Telluride. Awaiting the second down play coming up with 31 seconds to go. What a huge play that was. The screen from Mitchell to Thompson to extend the series. 8-point lead and driving. Thompson again, no. Keeper Mitchell this time. He's going to have a gain of about 5 yards.
Pete Mitchell, the ball carrier.
And still you can tell Coach Campbell and his staff, they're okay with the 8-point lead. If they break one, hey, that's bonus. But otherwise, more than happy to go into the locker rooms with this 8-point cushion. Mitchell working fast to get off another play. He's going to throw one downfield. Jump ball situation, far side, another interception. Careful, it's wide open near side. Can he get a block? Does get the one, and nice hustle on the part of, you want to guess who made that tackle? Nick Thompson. What do you not do? Third interception of the game for Dante Richardson, using his wheels. Looks like he's going to get there, but 21 chases him down to preserve the 8-point lead, and that's how we're going to finish up those first 2 quarters. Arapahoe up 8. You see it on your scorebug, center your screen. 20-12. What can Hinkley do in the final 2 quarters? We'll have those answers for you in a little bit here on Stream It Sports.